One afternoon, Briar Rose walked over from the candy stand to the sushi place when she found her friend Mia sipping a glass of green tea. "Hi, Mia," said Briar Rose. "I didn't expect to see you here. You want to come play with me?" "Sorry," Mia said as she put down her cup. "I have to go and practice my lines." "What lines?" said Briar Rose. "Why, haven't you heard? There's going to be an audition for a play at the theater today." "A play," said Briar Rose. What is it about?" "Well," said Mr. Sushi, "it's a play about a little orphan girl named Annie." "And I'm gonna try out for the part," said Mia. "Well, can I try out too?" said Briar Rose. "Of course you can. Go home and practice some lines and meet me at the theater." Briar Rose ate her cupcake very happily and said, "Okay." Briar Rose came home and was so excited. Mom, she said, "I'm gonna try out for a play. I'm gonna try out for a play." She ran around the house in circles with excitement. "Wow, that's great," her mother said, sipping her coffee. "What play are you trying out for?" "It's a play called Annie. It's about a little orphan girl, and all the little girls can try out for it." "Why, that's wonderful, honey," her mother said, walking over to the bookshelf. "Here, why don't you practice some lines from that play?" "Okay, Mom," said Briar Rose. "Wow, I hear you're going to be in a play," her dad said. "Yeah, Dad. Do you want to help me practice my lines?" "Okay, but we're going to have to go do it on the balcony. Your little brother is sleeping." "I love you, Daddy Warbucks," said Briar Rose. "Hey," Ashlyn said, coming up from behind the counter. "I'm sure you'll do great in there. I'm so excited for you." "Thanks," said Briar Rose, "but it sure is hard to learn lines." "Well, break a leg." "Break a what?" "That is theater talk for good luck." "Oh, thank you." Briar Rose walked into a packed theater. It was full of lots of girls who were trying out for the part. "Hey, what are you doing here?" she said to Sir Burger. Shh. "Over here, Briar Rose," said Mia. Briar went and sat next to her friend. "All right, ladies, let's start the auditions. First up is Grumpy McGrumperson." "I love you, Daddy Warbucks." Okay, next, what about you, Babyface?" "I love you, Daddy Warbucks." Aw, very cute. Okay, Crystal. "I wait, I know the lines. I just need to practice a bit more." Okay, what about you, Briar Rose? Briar Rose went up. She was feeling nervous. "I love you, Daddy Warbucks." "Okay, good job. Nice try. Next up is Mia." Briar Rose sat down. She didn't feel like she did a very good job. Mia cleared her throat. "I love you, Daddy Warbucks." "Wow, great job, Mia. You've got the part." "Wow," everyone said. But wow, Briar Rose didn't feel so great. She wanted to feel happy for Mia, but why didn't I get the part, she said. After everyone had settled down, the director came over to Briar Rose and said, "Hey, Briar Rose, I would really like it if you would play the role of Molly, Annie's little friend in the orphanage." "Is it a main role?" she asked. "Well, no, it's a minor role, but it's an important one." "Oh," said Briar Rose. "Don't you want to do it?" asked Mia excitedly. "Well, I guess so," said Briar Rose. Briar Rose sighed as she came home. She flopped on the couch between her parents. "Hey, sweetie," they said. "What's wrong?" "Well, I didn't get the main part." "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that," said her dad. "But that's okay. Did you get any part?" "Well, yeah. They want me to play the role of Molly," she said. "Oh, sweetie, that's a great role." "Yeah, but it's not the main part. It's not the main character. It's not Annie." "Sweetie pie, just because you're not the main character doesn't mean that you're not an important part of the show." "Yes," said her mother. "The story can't be told without other characters." "Well, I don't know if I want to do it." "Aw, honey, go to bed and see how you feel in the morning." Briar Rose tossed and turned all night long. She wanted to be Annie. She just couldn't sleep. What should she do? Oh, it wasn't fair, she thought. How come Mia got to be the main character? "Good morning," her parents said. Have you decided what you want to do? Yeah, I decided, said Briar Rose. Well, what is it? Asked her dad. I'm not going to be in the show. Oh, I was afraid you would say that, her mother said. Briar Rose, why do you want to do that? I just don't think it's fair that Mia gets the main part. Well, we can't force you to be in the show, said her father, but I do think that you should still take the part. Briar Rose shook her head and left for school. Briar Rose showed up to the theater after school. A few people had already arrived to rehearse. There was Mia on the stage. She was rehearsing with old Tailor Joe, who was going to play Daddy Warbucks. I love you, Daddy Warbucks, said Mia. And I love you, Annie. The sun'll come out. The director noticed Briar Rose and said, Hi, Briar Rose, are you ready to rehearse? Well, not exactly, she said. What's wrong? He said. I don't want to take the part. Why not? Briar Rose, why don't you want to be in the show with me? I wanted to be Annie, and you get to be Annie, and I don't think it's fair. Briar Rose ran out of the theater. Hey! Briar Rose went to her favorite place, the candy shop. She was feeling really sad. Hey, said Miss Gingerbread. I'm sorry to see the long look on your face. I heard about the show. What do you mean? Said Briar Rose. I heard it got canceled. It got canceled, said Briar Rose. Yeah, I heard that someone quit the show and they don't have anyone to play the role, so now they can't do it. Oh no, said Briar Rose as she ate her cupcake. That role was mine. I quit the show. What? Why in the world would you quit the show? I wanted to be Annie, but instead I had to be Molly. Briar Rose, don't you know that everybody in the show is important, no matter what role you're playing? Why, without everyone in the show, you can't have a show. Briar Rose thought about this. I'll talk to you later, Miss Gingerbread, she said as she ran off. Mia was crying backstage, ready to put her clothes back on, when Briar Rose came running in. Mia, wait, wait, she said. What is it? Said Mia, putting her glasses back on. What do you want? I'm sorry, Mia. I shouldn't have been jealous of you. I'm going to play Molly. You are? She said. Yes, I am, and we're going to have the best show ever. The show was on, and everyone worked really hard to make sure that the show would be fantastic. Briar Rose learned all of her lines, and she started to sound really natural the more confident she got. Annie, Annie, cried Molly, aka Briar Rose. It's okay, I'm here, said Annie. The sun'll come out tomorrow. The show was a hit. Everybody in town came to see it, and everyone was clapping and cheering. In fact, Briar Rose worked so hard that the director came to her and said, You did such a great job, and you were so committed to the role. Please audition for me next time. Yes, I will, and I'll take whatever part you give me, she said. Her dad was very proud of her. Briar, you did a great job, and you proved every part matters.